Today we're talking Frederique Constant Perpetual Calendars. You ask questions and I answer.
Kind of like Gary Vee, but like for watches.
Boom, Watch fam! What is up, Watch fam? Welcome to episode 39 of ASKTNH. Today's been a weird day. I engaged in like some neighbor wars today. We watched professionals chop down half of a tree because our neighbors are assholes. So this is what's up in my life. So now we're back to watches. It's 10 o'clock. We're back to watches, and let's roll with the questions.
What is your opinion of the Frederique Constant Perpetual Calendar?
It's a great question. It's a really interesting watch for two reasons. Well, I'll talk about it from like a meta industry perspective, and then from the actual like watch. So for the industry, I think that a perpetual calendar was it like $12,000 or something like that? So like, in that price range, that sub $12,000 price range is unbelievable. I think that it means that the industry either thinks that people want this or is going to try to push it on people. And what is this? It's a affordable version of a pretty grand complication, right? A perpetual calendar is one of the most elegant, beautiful, and kind of prestigious complications there is. And with this automatic movement, it's really introducing horology to a much lower audience. Not that people at $12,000 are low by any means, but it's not this crazy money level. I think that's a really interesting thing. I think it's great for watchmaking because it can convert people at a much earlier time to really serious shit, and that's really interesting from like a watch geek's perspective. It's the antithesis of Hublot, right? It's really being optimistic for people and watches. Think about, what is one of these like crazy speedies cost? They're like 10 grand for like those like Dark Side of the Moon and stuff. So for another $1,000, you're getting a perpetual calendar, a dress watch. It's incredible. So I think from that perspective, it's an amazing thing. From the actual watch, I have to be honest, I don't love it. I think they made a couple of decisions that really kind of ruin it for me. The whole line, not the individual variations. So there's two variations. The one, the steel with the silver dial, and then the other one is a rose gold plate. So the steel and the silver dial, I think it's awesome. I do. I think that the case is too big. I think they blew it with the case size at 42 millimeters. I think that 40 millimeters is a wonderful size for a watch like this. It's masculine enough, it's contemporary enough, and I think that 42 is too big. I think that it was a size of a couple of years ago. Now Lange's moving down. I think that the Lange made their decision, what was it, last year, to go from their 40 millimeter back down to a 38 as opposed to like the 36, what it used to be. It's an interesting move. And I think that Frederique Constant missed the mark on that. Whether that caters to their market or not, it's a different story. I'm just talking about kind of my point of view. And then the rose gold plate model, it's going to fade out. After time, the whole point of a watch at this level is to outlive you. It's to survive to your kids and et cetera, et cetera. And I don't think that a rose gold plate was a good call. I don't. I think that it's going to wear and it's going to tarnish and eventually just kind of leave you with a kind of shitty looking watch. And it's not in a couple of years, it's in several. But nonetheless, I think that a steel watch would have been wonderful. If Jaeger-LeCoultre is doing it, why can't you? They're humble enough to put their perpetual calendar in steel because it's about the watch. It's not about the look, per se, or what it's trying to communicate. It's just about how much you like the watch. I think they missed it there. I love their crown, though. I do. And their dial proportions are wonderful. The sub dials are great. They're big and they're legible and they're beautiful. So I think they hit it on a lot of marks, but I think they're off on their size and I think they're off on their rose gold plate. So that's it. I still am happy that they exist, happy what they're doing, and I think that we should all appreciate it and appreciate where it's going, but I don't think they hit it. And that kind of sucks. But that's all I got. Thank you guys for watching episode 39 of AskTNH. Follow us on Snapchat. I actually recorded all of my neighbor wars on Snapchat. So if you want a little insight into what goes on at TNH when we're not talking about watches, check us out. Theo and Harris. Put an ad. See you guys later.